My absolute love. Can you believe we are really here? It seems like just yesterday we were blushing talking to each other at our high school lockers. I still get those butterflies for you when I think of how fortunate and lucky I am to have such a good guy. You are truly the best thing that has ever happened to me. Someone gave me the advice to enjoy every stage of life and think about how many we have already been through. From the awkward stages of high school, so clueless about the real world, to going to college, finding ourselves and still coming back to one another. I can't imagine doing this life without you. We have already been through so much. Can't wait to see where we end up, to become a Roesler and your wife.
Alyssa Marie. Well, the day has finally come. August 17th, 2012. I asked you out over text, like a real badass. Back then I had dreams of this day, but knew nothing about life at that point. We have been through a lot and learned a lot between then and now. That dream that the 15-year-old troublemaker had 10 years ago comes true today. There is not one thing in this world that means more to me than you. As I sit and write this, all the memories we have together keep flooding my mind. From sneaking out as kids to moving in together. Look at us. How many people can say they get to marry their high school sweetheart? Today we get to cross off one of the many goals we will achieve together. Today is the day we become Mr. and Mrs. I love you more than you can ever imagine, Alyssa Marie Erickson. See you soon.
So I met Alyssa about 8 years ago, and over the years there's about 3 different times in which I thought, yep, this is probably the one for Jason. And it so happens to be the first time I met Alyssa. Jason brought her out to the farm and introduced us, and then I said, well, what are you guys up to tonight? And Jason said, well, I'm going to give her a ride on the Ranger. We're going to go show her the farm, of course. Alyssa was dressed up pretty nice. I said, Alyssa, you know this is going to be kind of dirty, right? And she said, don't worry, I can handle it. And I thought, hey, okay, this is pretty good.
I first met Alyssa 6.5 years ago, the day I moved into the dorms as a freshman at NDSU. Prior to moving in, Alyssa and I had briefly communicated over Facebook, and I definitely did some creeping to find out who this girl was going to be. I was nervous and anxious to meet her, and I didn't know what to expect going in to have to share a small room with someone I didn't know. Little did I know my randomly selected roommate was going to become my best friend and my roommate for the next 4 years. I quickly learned Alyssa loved Burnett's vodka, sleepwalking, procrastinating, and enjoyed going out every weekend without having to sneak out or hide her booze. I never had a sister growing up, but Alyssa was starting to become one.
We got this guy that was hanging around when Alyssa was in high school, and he was here and there, and we acknowledged him, but I want to sincerely welcome you to our family, wholeheartedly, no doubt, and you come from a great family.
And finally, to both of you guys, I want to remind you to enjoy life, enjoy each other, and have a good time. And take time during your life, because you know what? Before you know it, you'll be giving speeches at your kid's wedding. So congratulations, everybody. Have a drink for them.
So can you believe that we're here? You don't believe it? This all got started with a question. Will you wear my jersey? Am I wrong? And then it just kept going, more questions, and more answers. And he finally said, will you be my wife? And you said yes. To both things. You're a very lucky man. Today we come together and celebrate your love for each other and God's love for the world. Today you are the model of love moving forward. Not just to show your love for each other, but also Christ's love for you individually and together as a couple.
I, Jason, take you, Alyssa,
I, Alyssa, take you, Jason,
to be my wife,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward.
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
Jason and Alyssa, this was read on our wedding day. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you.
If you'll join ring hands for me, please.
No, I messed up.
I love the two of you so much. Let us pray.
I want to talk about Pastor Mike. So very special you could do this for us here tonight. Our families have been connected and appreciated. So to that I thank you.
So not only do you share scriptures with Trent and Deb on what it means to do love and be loved, I understand you share a wedding anniversary. Now, with your parents. Happy anniversary, guys. Jason, living in the promise of God, joined to Christ in baptism, will you give yourself to Alyssa in love and faithfulness? Will you share your life with her in joy and in sorrow, in health and in sickness, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse? And will you be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Alyssa, living in the promise of God, joined to Christ in baptism, will you give yourself to Jason in love and faithfulness? Will you share your life with him in joy and in sorrow, in health and in sickness, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse? And will you be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you for the first time Jason and Alyssa Roeslers. You, sir, may kiss your bride.
Here we go.
Well done.
Now let's lift up our glasses and drink!
All right, for those of you who don't know me, I am the twin brother to the groom here. I typically go by one of the twins, or Jason, or in the off chance that you might guess right, I go by my actual name of Jacob. We went to prom in high school. That's me and Alice. Okay, for those of you who don't know, our whole family calls Alyssa Alice. Anyways, Jason was wearing a black suit that night, and I had this gray one on, and the second time through, I walked with Alice, and literally no one in the entire room recognized that I was walking with Alice.
Enjoy this moment. Enjoy your life together as husband and wife, because it is truly remarkable and it's truly worthwhile. Thanks for letting me be part of today and you guys expressing your love for the world. Never forget to take him with you. He'll get you through the good days. More importantly, he'll get you through the hard days.